just wanted to jump on here and quick do a news update. We got some news going on. I've been posting some things on my Twitter. Also, I've been trying to post some things here on Facebook on the community section. Thanks for jumping on. So a couple news updates are the carjackings in Minneapolis, St. Paul, around the state. Bloomington just had one. I think husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend were attempted to be carjacked. They got the guy, held him down, and so Bloomington PD was able to catch them. One thing, I'm going to be talking to some attorneys to get some updates on the carjacking. In Minnesota, we do not have a castle law. So when I was down in Georgia, we have what we call a castle law. The castle law allows you to use deadly force to protect yourself and property. In Minnesota, we have a right to flee, meaning you have to flee. So I'm going to talk to an attorney here, hopefully on Monday, to get some clarification and update. I will update you guys as well on where we're at with that, to help everyone in the Twin City metro area keep themselves safe, protect their livelihood and their environment. I can tell you as a contractor, my truck is my life. If someone steals my truck, my tools, my equipment, they essentially are robbing me of my life. And for most people, the other way to think of this is a single mom has one car, and if she gets that car, or a single parent, single mom, single dad has one car, and they get that car stolen or carjacked, they are going to essentially lose their livelihood. They're not going to be able to provide for their family or kids. In Minnesota, especially in the city of St. Paul PD doesn't look at carjackings. They look at it as just a minor property theft issue. So they don't really care. Now, the sheriff, on the other hand, of Ramsey County, Bob Fletcher, does his live on patrol. He takes it more serious and will take over carjackings from St. Paul. The media kind of crucified him on his police chase. I don't know if everyone's seen that. He took over a carjacking suspect and chased, and then involved his deputies to stop the vehicle with marked units. He's the sheriff. He has the right to do that, and I'm glad he's taken a more aggressive approach on that, because again, taking someone's vehicles is stealing their livelihood on my belief. I wish we had a castle law in Minnesota, because I'll tell you right now, I'd personally rather be judged by 12 instead of carried by 6. And if you're going to take my livelihood, I'm not going to let you take it easily. I think we all have the right to defend ourselves, defend our property. Hi, JN. Thanks for jumping on the chat. Appreciate all the chats and thumbs up. It's open chat room, always is on my channel for everyone to discuss their own thoughts and opinions. I want to jump on to the next story because I don't have a lot of time. But there's a council member in Minneapolis that had received some death threats for his viewpoint on changing the city of Minneapolis Police Department to be public safety. I don't think it's right to threaten anyone with bodily harm or violence. And I think that's wrong. We need to talk about it peacefully. I haven't read too much. The person is a council member in Minneapolis and serves the 4th Ward. I haven't dug too deep into this story yet. There's a lot of controversy on the restructuring of Minneapolis Police Department. A lot of things that people don't understand or aware that with restructuring is always a bad thing and it isn't always a good thing. One of the biggest problems that we face with a lot of different law enforcement agencies, and even the upper brass have this problem in the city council, is the union control. On Rowdy podcast, I went with him to interview the city of Minnetonka police chief. His chief, their union works and supports the chief on his decision, the council member's decision, if he wants to get rid of bad officers. They don't stand in his way to do this. They support him if he thinks an officer needs to go. makes a mistake, whatever, they support it, but they also do help the officers with legal help too as well, which that's the job of the union. They should be helping, not getting in the way. So we have that going on in the city of Minneapolis. The carjackings are through the roof. You know, I encourage everyone to always be aware of your surroundings, always know what's going on. You know, be vigilant. This carjacking in Bloomington happened at the Home2 Suites by Hilton. You know, these things are, there's a lot of non-lethal force or non-lethal tools at everyone's disposal. You don't always have to go lethal. So I encourage everyone, and if you carry things, make sure you're practicing, make sure you're aware of it, make sure you know what you're using. And you know, in public safety, we have a lot of training and a lot of experience with these tools. We have to carry everything, we have to have it used on ourselves, obviously, but lethal force. But non-lethal force, we have to use it on ourselves to know what it's like. So make sure your stuff's not expired. Make sure that it's, you know, safe to use and you're familiar with it, because the worst thing you could have happen is also having it used against you if you're not familiar. So I just want to jump on quick update too. Weather. The weather's running behind with the snow. We're expected to get 2 inches of snow last I heard here in Twin City metro area, plus 1/8 of an inch of ice. Make sure you guys are prepared for that too. Make sure you're prepared for, you know, I personally, I always salt first and get a good coating of salt down. Make sure I get ready so it doesn't bond to the concrete. Dash cams help, guys. Make sure you're always recording everything. Let me jump on here so I can see the chat quick, because I'm probably going to be jumping off here. I got to actually run into Walmart pretty quick.
Life hybrid was designed for people who are having more trouble getting a comfortable night's sleep. They're feeling
sorry, got my own ad on my own channel. So Hotshot 007, thank you. I will try to keep it up. Jane, you're welcome. Hey, yeah, and if you guys have anything, any tips, you know, leave them in the comments. The comments I get faster than I get my emails. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on there quick because I mean, I'm pretty disgusted with what's going on. It's sad to see that we have to, you know, live in fear because, you know, when minutes count, cops, or when seconds count, cops are minutes away. So keep that in mind too. And keep in mind the Supreme Court rulings. Law enforcement has no obligation to protect us. You know, when you're calling for help, they're not coming to help you. You know, some officers personally think that's wrong. A lot of officers, a lot of departments have that written into their policies. You know, I've got working on a bunch of updates for next week. Again, it's Saturday, so I can't really dive into a whole lot. Working on the Brooklyn Park raid that happened. Hey, Coon Rapids. Yeah, I was just up in Coon Rapids. But the other thing too, I also want to point out, you know, the city's pushing out farther. So even like Coon Rapids is getting a lot of blowback from a lot of. So always be vigilant no matter where you're at. Be aware of your surroundings. Stay safe. You know, well, I went to the government center to talk to Sheriff Bob Fletcher last week, and it's unreal the amount of people, and I'm really glad to see this, that are getting their carry permits. In Minnesota, it's not a concealed carry permit, it's a carry permit, meaning you need the permit, which again, I'm not going to get in the constitutionality of this that says shall not be infringed very clearly, but it talks about you know, carrying your weapon. Carry a weapon, you know, make sure you're doing it the right way. This is you know, I don't know too much about the USCCA, but they seem to be a very good group. I've heard a lot of good things about them, how they'll protect you. They have attorneys on speed dial. Yeah, calling the cops is like calling an arsonist to put out a fire. You're right. I mean, I have a video up. I'm still trying to get in touch with the chief. I'm playing phone tag right now with Prior Lake Police Department. You know, you seen what happened when I called them for help. I ended up going in handcuffs. That one's an ongoing issue too, and I'm going to follow up with that. I'm going to make sure that the officer's held accountable for his actions. Plymouth, they're still having a problem using their turn signals, and I know it seems a very minor thing when we pick on law enforcement for certain things like turn signals and different things like that, but that's what they do to us, right? They pick on us. They find the minor thing to pull us over, and then they want to search a car. They want to do all these crazy things, and it's not okay. So, you know, government accountability isn't a bad thing, and a lot of people think it's a bad thing. They work for us. They use our money. They need to be held accountable for it, and it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to hold them accountable for what they do to us. So, you know, as long as it's done the right way, it does a lot of good. We've all heard about the Robin Hood thing that's going on with the stock market. I don't want to tear too much into that. We got a lot of other people that are covering that. I'm not a big stock market personally. I'm more on the real estate side of it just because I'm a contractor, and I follow that a lot more. I think it's a lot more safer to do, and a lot better investment to get into real estate. Thanks for jumping on, Major Insanity, Cop Blocker, JN Minneapolis. Thanks again for jumping on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta, like I said, I gotta run in here into Walmart, evil Walmart. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that we all can do our part. But I wanted to update everyone on the news where we're at with everything. So stay strong, stay vigilant. Even up here in Brooklyn Center at this Walmart, if anyone's knows about this area, you know, this is not a great area either. But again, if you guys have any news, updates, and you want to remain confidential, email me. If you have something where it doesn't matter, put it in messages. Yep, I want to do a quick video update with everyone and make sure that we're all staying strong, staying vigilant. The only person that has the right to protect themselves is ourselves. So keep that in mind. I'll definitely stay safe. Thank you, Major Insanity. We'll make you a mod. Cop Blocker, we're gonna make you a mod. Jane, we're gonna make you a mod. You guys are just as important to me as a moderator on here as I am filming. I need your guys' help when I'm doing this. So definitely, I'm gonna stay safe. You guys stay safe as well. And I'm gonna jump off. Thank you again so much. Jason with Minnesota News Now, out.